A very warm welcome to my dear Goenkans of grade 3 to their mathematics class. Hope you all are doing well. Dear Goenkans, today the topic of our class is understanding division. That is chapter number 6 and you can find that on page number 83. The aim and objectives of today's class is that today you will learn how to solve division problems. Now let us start exercise 2. The first question of our second exercise is subtract repeatedly. What is repeated subtraction? That is division indeed. To get the division fact. So we are going to subtract and we are going to solve this division problem by repeated subtraction. In order to make ourselves well understood that actually division is repeated subtraction. So let us solve first question. 20 divided by 5. First, what you will do, you will write 20. That is your dividend and then your divisor is 5. So, repeatedly until you are left with 0, you are going to subtract 5. So, when we will subtract 5 to 20, we will be left with 15. Then, again subtract 5. 15 minus 5 is 10 and now again subtract 5. 10 minus 5 is 5. Subtract 5. 5 minus 5 you get 0. So at this step you will stop because you are left with now 0. So now you are going to count the steps. How many steps were involved when you subtracted the same number, that is 5. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. That means the answer of this question is 4. That is the coefficient. Okay. So this is how you are going to solve this question. Now our B part is 21 divided by 7. So for that we need 21 number, that is our dividend. Okay students, now you are going to repeatedly subtract 7 from 21. You will be left with 14 and then with 7 again until you are left with 0 and then with 7 and at last you will be left with 0. So here you are going to count the steps. First minus 7, minus 7, minus 7. How many? 1, 2, 3. So 3 steps. This 3 is your answer. That means when you divide 21 into 7 groups, each group is having 3 numbers. That is 3, 7 times is 21. You are now observing how multiplication is related to division. And here we will mark one thing, that whenever you divide a number, that is your dividend, by a divisor, okay, you will be left with coefficient and the leftover, that is called remainder. When you will add these two, coefficient and remainder, what you will be getting is a number, that is dividend plus divisor. So these are equal. The number that is dividend when multiplied by divisor will give us a coefficient and remainder. Okay. Now question 2 is use repeated subtraction to divide. Okay, this is same. Like 18 divided by 6. What we are going to do? Repeatedly we are going to subtract 6. We will get 18 minus 6 is 12. Then 12 minus 6 is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. Here we are going to stop because now we have obtained 0. That is the stopping mark. Okay. Now we are going to calculate. You are going to count the number of times we subtracted 6 in order to achieve 0. That is 3. So 3 is your answer. Okay, that means when you divide 18 number by your divisor 6, your coefficient is 3. Now come to B part. 14 divided by 7. For that, what you need to do is subtract 7 first. Then 14 minus 7 is 7. Again you have to subtract with 7. You will get 7 minus 7 is 0. Now count how many times I subtracted 7. Repeated subtraction is 2 times. That means here I am going to write 2. Still you can verify here whether you are doing correct or not. 7 2 are 14. It is same as the dividend that is given above. Right? Now, one more important thing is when you multiply your divisor with your quotient, you will get dividend. That I showed you. Here, divisor is 7 and quotient is 2 and remainder is 0. Are you getting 14? Yes, and you are correct. Now, our question 3. How many, okay? How many 5s in 25? Okay, that means you are going to divide 25 by number 5. So, we know what we multiply with 5 in order to get 25. That is 5. That is one trick how you will answer this question. Okay, another trick is repeated subtraction you can do to find it. But in order to save time, just look at the factor. That gives you 25. 5 are 25. And we know when we divide 25 into 5 groups, each group will be having 5 numbers. Similarly, how many 8s in 16? If 16 is a number and you are going to distribute it in 8 groups. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Each and every group is having 2 numbers, and now these all are 16. That means 8 2 are 16. So you can apply the formula. You can apply the formula here. 8s in 16. 16 is my dividend. Why it is the largest number, biggest number, then 8 is smaller. That means divided by 8. And you will divide 8. 2 are 16. Okay. Now, we are going to make 8 groups of 16 and each group will be having 2 numbers or 2 objects. Come to question 4. Divide with the help of the number line. This is a number line that is given from 0 to 20 and your first part is 15 divided by 3. That means you are going to start from 15, that is here. And in the middle, you are going to subtract first. As division is repeated subtraction, 15 minus 3 is 12. You are going to hop and stop at 12. From 15 to 12, you are going to hop. So what you did? Minus 3. 15 minus 3, you are at 12. Now, 12 minus 3 will give you a destination of 9. What you did? Repeated subtraction. Now, 9 minus 3, you are at 6. What you did? Repeated subtraction. 6 minus 3 is 3. So you will land at 3. Now you have not achieved 0. You will hop once more. 3 minus 3 is 0. Now you are going to stop. And now you are going to count the number of times you did repeated subtraction. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is your answer. Similarly, we will do our B part here. What we have is number 16. This is our dividend. And we are going to divide it by 2. In between, we are going to leave 2 numbers. 16 minus 2 is 14. 14 minus 2 is 12. 12 minus 2 is 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 minus 2 is 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. And 2 minus 0 is 0. Now we have to stop here and count the number of hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is my answer. This is how we solve division with the help of number line. Dear students, you are instructed to do the remaining parts of the question 1, 2, 3, 4. That is on page 83 in maths textbook. Do it neatly, understand it in a better way. Thank you for your patient listening. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz to you.